And I have to thank my Sarah for helping me write the speech, because she's written this in here. So please all charge your glasses to one of the most stunning couples I've known, Alina and Mandy.
This is a bit shocking because in Ireland we live with rules and regulations, and when you said 3-4 minutes, I stuck to it. And the rules and regulations is what makes Ireland so strong and our economy the way that it is. And not to dwell on the fact that I'm Irish and all that, but we have an old saying in Ireland, and it's "Not tor an fard Gaelic na mick," and that means never give an Irishman a microphone at a wedding. I know I'm up here last out of the people who are making the speeches, so I won't take too long because I need to pee so bad. I remember the morning after Alina first met Mandy, and I woke up to a text, and it said, "I met an angel last night." And 1, 2, 3. I had space for that written here too. I'd known Alina enough at this point to know that she wasn't one to exaggerate, not one to give kudos where kudos weren't due. And she was, like, Alina was a massively self-sufficient person. She was driven, passionate, and the entire world was her oyster. She certainly wasn't on the mad hunt that most 20-year-olds, mid to late 20-year-olds are on, just trying to find someone to define them and find someone to complete them. It wasn't like that. You just were. You were just fully self-sufficient. You were amazing. And not long after that, I met Mandy, and oh God, was she equally as driven or what? And not necessarily searching for your other half, you have to admit it, but when I met you two together, we just knew. We just knew. And what makes me trust you the most is just that you weren't searching for it, you just found each other, and then you were better than you were previously. You're only a bit. And it's always such a relief when someone introduces you to the partner and you like them. We were talking about this last night. What would it be like if we were here and she's like, "Oh, she's okay." She's nice hair. Only yesterday I saw a friend of mine post on the internet. They lost a dear friend and a drinking partner last week. They lost him when he got his friend caught in a finger caught in a wedding ring. So, Ali and Mandy, just a heads up, we're not allowing that to happen to you. If you get all boring and married and stuff, we'll come a-hunting. But these two souls make sense. There's a synergy with Alina and Mandy. And knowing the pair the way that I do, I've grown to love and admire them so much that even getting to share this day is an honour, but getting to be a tiny part was probably one of the biggest honours ever. It really is. In the past few years that I've known Alina and Mandy, we shared so many milestones, but I'm so excited to see what lies ahead. How they're going to contribute to the community, to see them start a family and probably become some of the best parents ever. See them grow old together but never mature. If they haven't, you're just not going to, sorry. I also feel blessed to be living in a country where we can celebrate this beautiful union when the rest of the world is still struggling to accept love in its varying forms. So, I'm actually going to stick to the 3 minutes, and at this point there's not much else to be said. So to Alina and Mandy, I love you so much. To tonight. To forever. Sláinte. Sláinte.
So we've heard all about them, but I believe the brides themselves have some words to share with us.
Paper, scissors, rock. Paper, scissors, rock.
Thank you everybody for coming. It's been absolutely amazing. In particular, thank you to our parents and family friends who have come from far. And our bridal crew, our support crew, our entourage. You're amazing. So we couldn't have really asked for a better way for this to go today. The nerves in the tummy sort of finished by the time we were on sand, and we were all good, and we felt so loved at the ceremony in particular. So thank you so much for bringing that to the ceremony. We really felt it, and we were talking about it walking up the beach to come back up here. So thank you for that. We're supposed to just do thank yous because I think pretty much everything else that could be said has been said. But in the rush, our notes of our list of thank yous has disappeared. So really sorry, I'm positive we're going to miss out some people for thank yous. But starting with Wayne and Nicole. Where's Wayne and Nicole?
Here's Wayne. Here's Wayne.
Wayne!
Oh, where are you?
Wayne! Stand up, go on, don't be shy.
And Nicole.
Wayne and Nicole! It's always good to have friends who are hairdressers. Thank you. Up all day, you know. Hairspray everywhere we go. And to windproof. My friend Cherie over there from high school days used to be in a rock band together in high school. Called me a couple of days ago and says, I managed to get out of a day of work and something about litigation fell through or something. She's a lawyer, she wasn't in jail. Tell me what you need to happen. And she's like super efficient. And I was like, you're like an angel from heaven right now. I need 60 Pahudakawa blossoms, cut please. Go find them. And I said, and a cake needs to magically appear from the city here. And she is done. So thank you very much, Cherie. You just made it so much. To my cousin bro Nick over there, and Barb, his wife, and their two beautiful flower girl kids, Caitlin and Amelia, who are very solemn, awesome flower girls. Thank you to Nick and Barb for all the extras you've done and getting them ready and being on call for us, bringing some dirt. That was an awesome surprise. Because you know how important that tree is for us on Arankapapa Road. And without
Pahudakawa, which we then realised later was actually right. She got Pahudakawa though.
It's the same family.
Yes. Red is red. Red is red. So thank you so much for jumping in at the last minute again. I'm going to thank Sean, the MC. Darling Sean. So for better or worse, he's Nancy's partner, who happened to be standing next to Nancy when I asked her to be my bridesmaid, and his head pops over and goes, "Do you need any other help?"
Actually, did he not?
So thank you for coming out, sweeping the beach, checking the weather this morning, and everything you've done. And I don't know if you want to carry on from here. Yeah. While I think about it. No, it's cool. Yep. Thank you, and I hope you all have a really awesome night.
I'll say a couple more thank yous. Today has been totally amazing. I want to thank our neighbour John as well for providing the PA system for tonight. Really good dude, works for National Radio. I want to thank Lisa Tomlins, the lovely Lisa Tomlins, where is she? For agreeing to be our wedding entertainment. She is so amazing. And I was just so blown away to read her Facebook post this week that not only did she do her first show with Neil Finn and got to party with him 2 nights ago, he brought along his special guest friend, Eddie Vedder. So I just want to rub up against Lisa tonight and be like, oh my God, she was in the aura of Eddie Vedder. Thank you very much to Amy and Hooper's Bar and Cafe for having us here. And I think there's just one last thing to be done, and I really wasn't planning on this tonight. I wasn't planning on this, but yes. I wasn't planning on glorifying the irresponsible consumption of alcohol, but Sean has asked me to do a particular poem this evening about the night that I met Mandy. say no, as inappropriate as it might be. I just couldn't say no, so. I wake up still drunk. And as the hours slide by and I grow increasingly more and more so, but the less and less I think it's a fantastic idea to call you up and tell you straight up that I want to spend more time with you. But you've planted a seed in me, and it's blossomed overnight into a big, bright, shit-faced grin flower that's threatening to take over this garden of doubt and fill it with the spring, fresh sprinkling of an inkling that maybe this is what love at first sight might feel like, if I believed in such a thing. Still, I dare not count my chickens. I dare not envisage them hatch. And when the time comes, I might watch you through the cracks of my fingers, desperate to stay detached, keep aloe vera cool and my cards close to my chest. This I tell myself, this is my grand plan, and these I know are my lies. I've run through all the potential me's in my head that might have made an appearance last night. And I wonder which one made the best impression on you. Probably not the me who almost punched your blind date in heated debate over whether to vote or not to vote. But maybe it was the me that sidled in quietly while said date was upstairs playing pool, cautiously casting sideways glances from beneath seductive downturned eyelashes, suggesting hot chili sauce in the kebab that we were both about to share when you said, let's go with medium. I'm not sure I can handle hot. And I thought to myself, yeah, you're probably right. We had hot sauce to those smouldering good looks and you might just spontaneously combust. Leaving me with one extremely pissed off date and a beautiful little pile of the finest dimple dust. But maybe it was the me who ventured out on a beer-soaked limb of boldness, punch-drunk and love-struck proper, who moved in across the dance floor to whisper romantic pragmatism into your ear. Look, I know that you're on a date tonight. But if you believe in fate tonight, if this doesn't work out, and I suspect that it won't, if this doesn't work out, then here, on this crusty piece of napkin, born in my own image, recycled, off-white and a little rough around the edges, here is my phone number. Because the world looks different today, and this feels like nothing else before. This feels nice and easy and straightforward and a daunt. And maybe when I text you in 2 days' time, you won't play hard to get, but instead come out to play. Maybe today I'll even allow this daydream to take me to a place where we're drinking whiskey in the backyard on a Sunday afternoon. A place where this big shit-faced grinflower garden is finally in full bloom. Take me now, take me to the garden. I want to wake up drunk with you. My beautiful wife, Mandy. Thank you. I totally didn't expect to ever do that poem in a wedding dress. That seems so wrong. While Alina was embarrassing and indulging me, just need to do a few more quick thank yous that popped in my head as I sat down, and that is specifically to my parents, Tim and Gloria, who have been very awesome, and to Pauline and Yost, my now parents-in-law, and Nikki, wherever you are, Nikki. Thank you. You've made me feel completely like part of your family from day one. The first memory I have at the family dinner, sort of house for a dinner, was with quite a bit of red wine, just about to go to a funeral the next day, and dancing with Pauline in her lounge, screaming at the top of our lungs to her record of Janis Joplin, Take Home a Little Piece of My Heart. And I thought, I can fit in here. I know how this works. I just
wanted to say a couple more thank yous. Thanks to my cousin Laura who flew over from Aussie. I know there's lots of people who have travelled from overseas, but like Mum said, it's the only other family member from the side. The Pattersons, my adopted family from Nelson, thank you so much for bringing sand and actually nicking it from a beach on Nelson for me. And to my grandmother who's been sitting there, like totally just all the way, 90 years did not make her fade in the sun, she's just still going. Toast to the parents.
Toast to Mum and Dad and Mum and Dad.
Mum and Dad, Mum and Dad.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
What happens next, Sean?
Drink.
Dancing!
Well, it's your wedding. I was going to say, it's your wedding, so you can do what you like.
Let's cut the cake.
But I think we're going to cut the cake, have dessert, hit the dance floor.
Yeah!
Don't be afraid to gather round for this momentous occasion.
Oi! I'm already in.
Alina, one more time. Go back. Oh, no. Stand back, husband. Thank you. Thank you. Now the sunset is disappearing, so I'm going to wait for the sunset. Dancing can start.
If you wonder where the brides are running through, they're just going to watch the sunset, which is happening right now.